What's up guys, Max Weaponage here, and this time we're going to talk about meaty attacks and a thing called Okizeme, aka Oki. Meaty attacks are essential in every fighting game because it keeps momentum in your favour throughout the fight. So what are meaty attacks? Well, a meaty attack is when you attack at the earliest point of your opponent's wake up in order to prevent them from having the chance to turn the momentum around on you. You can't always get a meaty attack after a knockdown, and it's very useful to know what characters don't get meaty attacks after certain moves. That way, you'll know that you can press a button here and win back your turn. But before we go any further, I want to mention a term called Okizeme, or Oki, and it refers to the wake up game and whether or not you can perform a meaty attack. So if such and such a character gets Oki, it means they can perform a meaty, and if they don't get Oki, they cannot reliably or consistently perform a meaty. It really is that simple. So now that's out of the way, we can dive into meaties. Back to training mode, and I'm a filthy Ken main, so I'm going to be using Ken for this example. After heavy dragon punch, I use a forward dash, and then I use crouching medium punch. I use this very often and it's one of my go-to meaties, especially in the corner. Or, after the powered up Tatsu, I use jab overhead like this. All very useful for shutting down mashing on wake up. So you might be wondering why I jabbed even though my opponent was on the ground. Well, this leads into another nuance of meaties called a frame kill. A frame kill is an action like a move or a dash that will kill time, or more specifically, frames, to help time our meaty attack, and right now we're going to figure out how to time a meaty so you can get a better understanding of what I'm doing or why it's done. So we're going to make a meaty for after Ken's heavy dragon punch, and I say the heavy DP specifically because the timings vary between moves, so different knockdowns may require different meaties. After Ken's heavy dragon punch, we have 25 frames of advantage. So that's 25 frames before Cammy gets back up. And on top of that, we have a further 4 frames before her crouching light punch becomes active, right? Well, as funny as it sounds, no. That's because we don't want to trade with their button. We want to beat it, so we're going to subtract 1 frame from that. So that means we have between 25 and 28 frames to hit them. To make a frame kill, we choose our button. In this case, I want to hit her with standing medium punch. 5 frame startup, and combos into itself on counter hit. When timing a meaty attack, we can and ideally should use our 4 active frames, because the more active frames we use, the meatier it gets and the more advantage it will give on hit or block. I know my dash is 19 frames, so I could use a dash first, and even though standing medium punch is 5 frames, we can still use it since we are hitting Cammy at her earliest possible point with our active frames. Or we could use 2 22 frame standing medium punches and hit her the frame before her move comes out like this. And that's how we can use frame kills to help time our meaties. Beware that meaties are beaten by invincible moves like OD dragon punches or supers, and mistiming them can be deadly. So practice hard, and if your opponent is blocking, sprinkle in a few throws to keep them guessing. So that's my very quick guide on meaties and the theory behind them. If you found my video helpful, a like and subscribe would be much appreciated. And if you have any questions, you can leave a comment below or catch me on twitch.tv/maxweaponage. Thanks for watching and good luck out there.